are getting kind of hot in the kitchen here. Thank you, bird. So anyway, I'm Ed from Ed's Model Madness. You guys can go over and check out my channel if you'd like. But yeah, this is going to be on Ernie Hatmaker's page. So, what are we doing this morning? We're going to be making, and yeah, it's morning. It's like 9:30 in the morning.
I'm hungry!
Okay, so you hear that, yeah, she's hungry. So, anyway, going to be doing some chicken alfredo. You said you wanted 2 of these or 1 or 3 of these?
I would like 3.
Okay. So we bought a pack of chicken breasts, and I'm going to be chopping up 3 of them. And we're going to put that in the chicken alfredo. We're going to put some mushrooms in there.
Alfredo for breakfast.
Yeah, alfredo for breakfast. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be making a birthday cake.
Happy birthday to who?
Yeah, so I got a birthday coming up in a couple of days, and this might be fun. You guys in the comments, y'all can guess how old I am. Yay! Anyway, so just gonna chop up the chicken, and this is fresh chicken. It's not frozen. Well, I guess as fresh as it can be, not being frozen. And I'm just gonna throw that into the pan over there, and I'll put the heat on it, and we'll do some seasonings, and we'll cook that. But so the background music is courtesy of Ernie Hatmaker. This is pretty much the most intensive part about doing a chicken alfredo. Well, I should say the way we make chicken alfredo, because we don't make the noodles. We buy them, you know, already made. We buy.
No, we made this. We made it.
Oh yeah, that's. So you didn't really see that very well because you didn't stick it in front of the camera very far. But yeah, we've got store-bought noodles, which I'm going to have to put those in water here in just a minute. Once I get done with this chicken.
Why don't you put noodles in water?
Well, we want them to swell up and get soft. I know that's opposite of what? Trying to keep this a family channel, remember? So I'll just go ahead and say this for all the YouTube people or whatever. This definitely an 18 and over kind of video, not intended for children.
But why is that?
Because it's not intended for children.
Oh.
I don't think children should be handling raw chicken. I don't think children should be handling, you know, knives and cutting boards.
Yeah.
So, you know, I understand that they have to eat, and nothing wrong with teaching them how to cook. And you know, I'm definitely all for kids knowing how to cook, but I just think that if they're going to do something like this, they should be supervised and not just doing it on their own. Okay, so I know you can't see me. I'm kind of off camera right now, but I've got the chicken cut up.
We hear you loud and clear.
I'll go ahead and take these gloves off since I'm not actually going to be handling them. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to have to put these other ones in some bags so that they can go in the freezer.
You're going to put the gloves in the bags?
No, the other chickens, the other chicken breast. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this. This is just vegetable oil. And I'm going to get some seasoning on these chicken breasts, maybe. Now, let's see. Helps if I grab the salt that's already open. So I'm going to put some salt on them before I start cooking them. Not a whole lot. Do some Italian seasoning. Like I said in the beginning, the chicken will actually start to take on some of these flavors as it cooks. So that's the nice thing about the chicken that's not frozen versus using frozen chicken. Putting some garlic salt on here. And let me see what else. I'm gonna put some pepper. Alright, so I think that'll do it for right now. Go ahead and I'm just going to turn it on high for a moment just to get the eye of the stove heated up a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it back down. But I'm going to go ahead and get some water in my pot so that we can get the pasta going. Alright, so, and I got my mushrooms. These are washed, cut, and I'm probably going to dice them up a little bit. But, so yeah, like I said, I got the chicken started over here. Yeah, another thing about putting the oil on the pan is while it's heating up, since this is a non-stick Teflon kind of pan, and the fact that we've got a bird, I want to make sure that the pan is coated with oil so it doesn't release any like noxious kind of fumes that would actually make the bird sick. Got those chicken breasts in the freezer. And oh yeah, I wanted to. I'm going to dice up some of these mushrooms, and while the chicken's cooking, I'm going to throw some of them in there. I'm not going to dice all of them because I want to have some of the larger pieces in the alfredo when we're done here. But these will kind of take on some of the flavoring also. That's some of the seasoning that's over there. So. Okay, so my water is getting close. I need
fettuccine.
So, like I said, we're going to use fettuccine. We're going to use it out of the box. Now, some people like their noodles whole. I break them in half just so they're a little bit easier to eat. And I'm going to wait just one more minute before I do this because I want the water to be boiling a little bit more than what it is right now. So I'm pretty much done cutting things, I believe.
You can't be.
Yeah. And I ain't even started on the cake yet. But
Get started on the cake. Get started on the cake.
alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the noodles in.
Drop it, baby.
Like I said, I usually break them in
Drop
half.
that noodle.
Just because I think it makes it a little bit easier when you're eating it instead of having, you know, mile long noodle in your mouth. Some people might like mile long noodles. I don't know, but
You're pretty sick.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think somebody's got a dirty mind. But
My mind has been washed in the blood.
yeah, okay. Yeah, you keep it up there, Jasper. Keep it up. So the noodles are in the water, and basically I'm going to boil these for about 10 minutes. So I got 9:50 on the clock here. So I'll be taking them off at 10 o'clock. We'll be draining them, and by then the chicken, and like I said, we're just going to kind of let that go for a little bit, and I'm going to move on over here and see what I can do about getting this cake started. Is that I don't have my glasses on, and this is a little difficult for me to read.
That's what makes it a challenge.
Yeah, that is what makes it a challenge. Medium speed, beat vigorously, 2 minutes. So we have our blender. We have our little blending attachments. Not sure exactly what these are called. Put them in there and make sure they lock into place, because the last thing you want is one of these things to come flying out.
That might be fun, though.
Yeah, that might be fun. And now I told you to make sure that they lock in place, and I can't get one of them to lock in.
Maybe you should go by hand. Do it by hand.
For some reason, oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that second one didn't want to lock into place, but we got it now. So it said medium. I'll make sure that I have this actually down in it before I start it. So,
because we control time like that.
we're just gonna set this here and kind of let a little bit of the batter drop off the mixing apparatus there. Stir my chicken.
The mixing apparatus, that's easier to say than mixer.
Yes, the mixer thingies. So.
You've been hanging around me too long.
Yep. And because I started the preheat on the oven, I kind of lost track of my timer for the pasta, but I've got 10 o'clock on the phone
Stick
here,
your hand in there and see how soft it is.
so I'm pretty sure that the noodles are about ready. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. So
You stick your hand in there, that's the only way to be perfectly sure.
here, I'll let you do that.
Some ham with some chicken?
No, I did not. I'm going to go ahead and dump it in now though while the noodles are hot. So yeah, I got to get the ham out of this jar. I'm going to drain the liquid off of the ham. Just because I don't want the Alfredo sauce to be really runny. Like I said, the chicken's already got some liquid in it, which I'm going to try and make sure that I don't get all that down in there also, because like I said, it'll make the Alfredo very runny, and I like my Alfredo sauce to be thick and creamy and stuff. Man, this has got a good smell to it.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It smells really good.
That is very good.
Okay, so my oven has reached 325 degrees, and that's just about perfect timing.
I'm hungry.
So the pasta is just about ready. I'm gonna put a lid on it and let it kind of sit there for a second or two. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this cake batter in the pan. Yeah, looks like I've dripped a little bit on the floor. Cake batter, that is. got my cake done. Like I said, 28 to 33 minutes.
I'm hungry.
Alright, so the cake is in. And I think that we're going to eat. Timer. I'm going to go 29 minutes since it says 28 to 30. So we'll split that right down the middle. So, yeah, there you go. The cake's in. Lunch is ready.
Wow, perfect.
See? Now we got a cake buzzer.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
I'll grab a fork. So, you know, the whole thing of, you know, sticking something down inside of, you know, making sure it comes out clean. And I'm talking about cake batter, yes. So, oh man, look at that. I don't know if you can see that because I'm standing in front of it. Look at that. Happy birthday. Man, it smells good too. Maybe you guys can come by and have a piece later, huh?
Have a piece of what?
Okay, y'all, so everybody's all excited about the cake apparently. So it has cooled down. It kind of collapsed a little bit right there in the middle, but you know, we're going to put frosting on it anyway, so it's not really going to matter too much.
Turn it upside down.
I'm wondering if maybe I need to heat the frosting up a little bit.
No, whip it.
I don't want to whip nothing. Okay, so our other memory card got full, so we had to change out the memory cards. And while we were waiting, since this is pulling the actual cake up, I decided to go ahead and throw this icing into this container of icing right here into the microwave for about 20 seconds. So as you can see, it's got the icing really kind of runny. But that's good because now I can spread it without it pulling the cake all apart. And then once it cools down again, this should be okay. But you know what?
Jasper's laughing at you.
It's my birthday cake, so you know what? I'm not overly concerned with the way the icing looks on it.
Maybe now you'll put bacon on it.
I don't want to put bacon on it. I don't know where you keep coming up with this whole put bacon on. I know bacon makes things taste better, but
see?
I'm just not so sure about that on a birthday cake. So anyway, that is pretty much going to conclude my baking videos for today. Making lunch.
Your bacon video?
Baking, and making lunch. My time in the kitchen. How's that? Yeah, for today.
My time in the kitchen.
This is pretty much gonna wrap that up. So anyway, there it is. Got a cake with some frosting on it. Let's scrape some of this off of here.
Let them see how good it is.
Try and get it onto the cake. I'll let somebody else who's been bugging me about eating cake for the last like hour. See, it's like, yeah, you guys know about the Cookie Monster, right? Yeah, I think we have like a cake monster here. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna let somebody else chop into it and have a piece of cake. So
Ooh, give me a piece.
That is good icing.
Right?
Good frosting.
Right?
Yep, good stuff.
Slice it.
There you go. Don't forget, down in the comments, how old am I? Bye, guys. So, to make things a little bit more interesting, remember I said I wanted you guys to guess how old I am. The first person that gets it correct, and I mean correct on the nose, not 40-something, 50-something, 60-something. You guys better not say 70-something. Anyway, the first one to get it correct on the nose, I am going to be the biggest fan of your channel. What I mean by that is I'm going to go and I'm going to watch every video you've got, even if I have to let it play while I'm sleeping, and I'm going to make a comment on every one of your videos to try and help you guys out a little bit. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Remember, you can check out my channel, Ed's Model Madness, and definitely give some love to Ernie for putting this video out too. Bye, guys.